Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and BTC Fiber YouTube page. Don't forget to get on there and like and subscribe. And Facebook Live. Hello, everybody on Facebook Live.
Wow.
I hope everybody's having a great Friday today.
We know at least 3 people's listening, don't we?
Yeah, we do. All right, well, Papa, we've got plenty of announcements, don't we?
Have we not? Have we not?
And I give you some, and you, well, it's been a while since you've had to do that many, so I think you'll be all right.
I think I will.
We'll start out with, this is Drive-Through Give a Child a Chance Day. It's scheduled for July the 30th at the fairgrounds. The annual Give a Child Chance Day, which provides school supplies and other back-to-school services for students, is being held via drive-through again this year at the Bledsoe County Fairgrounds. On Friday, July 30th, the event will run from 9 a.m. until noon, which is on Allen P. Deakins Road. If you don't know where the fairgrounds are, they're on Allen P. Deakins Road. Yes, yes. Typically, the event has been held in a career fair style in the Bledsoe County High School gym, but due to the large number of people who attend, it was decided to do a drive-through at the fairgrounds. Well, that's interesting. Instead, according to organizer Rhonda Seals, backpacks pre-filled with school supplies are to be handed out at the event, explained Seals. There are going to be bags specifically for younger children and bags for upper grades as well. Children must be present at the event, and items are being distributed on a first-come, first-served basis or until items run out. Volunteers plan to come to each car, take down the ages and grades of each child, and distribute items accordingly. Still said the event is being organized as a joint effort by many organizations and businesses to help the children and families in Bledsoe County. Event organizers include Bledsoe County Health Council, Bledsoe County Community Advisory Board, SETHRA, and many others, she added. Over 500 school-age children took part in last year's event.
Whoa.
Wow,
so
that's great.
That is a big crowd. That is a big crowd. So
can you imagine the financial support that would be for all those students?
Yeah, that's amazing, actually. That's a really good thing they're doing there. Well, if you like barbecue, folks.
I do.
And Papa Darryl does. I do. So we might all have to hit this one. It's at the Mount Crest Fire Hall. It's barbecue pulled pork sandwich. That's what they're going to be having on Friday, July the 23rd from 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. or until sold out. The menu will be a pulled pork sandwich, potato salad, baked beans, coleslaw, drink, and dessert. Sounds good to me. And it's, once again, $8 a plate, but like we always say, it's volunteer fire department, folks, so it's always for a very good cause, and I'm sure that will be a really good meal. 4 to 7 p.m. next Friday, July 23rd, at the Mount Crest Fire Hall.
I'm used to eating sandwiches pretty regularly. I don't do much cooking.
He won't cook.
I don't like to cook.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Do you go out to eat?
He will every now once in a while.
Not very often.
He won't cook, trust me. I try to get him to all the time. But anyway, more food. Speaking of cooking, there's more food to talk about. This is a good one. It's the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department breakfast. This one's on Saturday, July the 24th, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's a country breakfast with biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, pancakes, hash browns, bacon, sausage, country ham, fried bologna, fruit. To drink, you can get a glass of orange juice, a cup of coffee, or a glass of milk. It's $7 a plate. Once again, remember, all proceeds go to the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department, volunteer fire department. So it's for a good cause. Children 10 and under can eat for free, though. That is Saturday, July 24th.
Hey, Papa, Gary Edmonds watching here on Facebook. Gary Edmonds.
Gary. Yeah, I think Gary Edmonds, I think the 9 Mile Bluegrass Festival.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
they had a great one. I didn't get to go though because of my knee injury.
They'll have some more, don't
Yeah, they
you
will.
worry. They'll have some more.
They are consistent.
That's right. That's right.
And very entertaining.
Well, it
For the
has,
money, it
are.
is very entertaining.
it has to
they
be
are.
profitable too for them to keep going.
They got them on brand new fire engines, so they work real hard at
Well,
it.
they always have great food.
They do.
They always
Oh,
have
my
great
goodness.
food. All right, we'll wish some happy birthdays today. This is for some days in July. Okay, we'll wish happy birthday to Dion Alt, Tammy Walker, Philip Hankins, Linda Smith, Hubert Robertson,
Yeah.
Rita Mercer, Rhiannon Seals, and Chris Stanifer, your
My
neighbor.
next door neighbor. July the
Hers
20th.
is July the 20th.
July the 20th.
So happy birthday to those folks. Upcoming birthdays here in the month of July. And we'll say once again, more to come on this topic though, but just a reminder that the Pikeville Bledsoe Fall Harvest Festival is Saturday, October the 2nd, right here in downtown Pikeville. I do think that I am in the Duncan booth again. I'm pretty sure. I did ask
I
for
will get video of that.
I did ask for a later time. I was the first one last time. And that water was cold.
35 below zero.
That water was cold. And so they'll have all kinds of events like that going on. Vendors will be set up, of course. It's a great event.
It's big time.
It is. It really is. It's a huge event.
Glad to have it back.
Definitely. We missed it last year, so we're so glad to have it back. It's going to be on Saturday, October the 2nd, and obviously more details to come on that. So, but save the date. Saturday, October 2nd is the Pikeville Bledsoe Fall Harvest Festival. And Papa, now you've got plenty of announcements.
I have this one announcement I want to make. It's from First Southern Baptist Church.
Okay.
We have already had one camp. It was the sports camp, and it was very successful. It was good to see adults giving their time to help those students that are not necessarily students, children, come and have a good time, and they got a meal out of it.
That's right.
Well, now, starting next week, we're going to have what we call a day camp. And it will be for children that are 5 years old up through the 5th grade. The time of this is from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. So it'd be a good shot for parents to get a free babysitting out of the deal.
That's right.
But it's, I think they've been having, well, we had Vacation Bible School before all this started. So we've had an influx of young people coming into the church on a regular basis, and we'll have one more camp after this one is over, and it will be the music camp.
Oh yeah, when's that one?
It will be from 26th of July through the 28th. That's just a 3-day.
Right. That's most of them have been 4 days, correct?
Well, this day camp is for 4 days.
Okay.
On Thursday they're going to, they won't have it, I think they take a field trip on Thursday. But there will be a devotion held each day, so there will be some Bible time for each child that will come. So this is something that First Southern Baptist Church is doing this year, and it's been well responded to.
Good, good.
Now tomorrow
Like to hear
morning
that.
at the Mountain Crest Fire Hall, there is going to be a breakfast,
Oh yeah.
and it will be $6 is all it costs.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. And you come as early as 6 o'clock, and breakfast will be served. You can eat until 10, as long as you keep buying another breakfast.
They're going to appreciate that.
The menu that they will have out there at the intersection of 101 and Highway 30 is bacon and sausage.
Sounds good.
Just 2 choices of meat, but bless your heart, they'll probably give you some of both.
probably.
Eggs
Yes.
and hash browns.
Sounds
Biscuits and gravy.
good.
And then for a taste of sweetness, there will be jelly.
Yeah.
You may have
And
milk.
we don't know if it's still homemade jelly or not, do we?
Well, the last time I went, it was homemade jelly, and they just put a
Okay.
jar on the table and put a spoon in it and let you go to town.
All right.
The milk and coffee is the beverages listed,
They have orange juice though too.
and
We don't. It's always. It's just never on that sheet.
and you'll have butter to go on that buttered biscuit to eat with
That's
that jelly. Let me tell you, our Sunday school lesson tomorrow, day after tomorrow, is on Laodicea, the church in Revelation chapter 10 that was lukewarm.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want lukewarm coffee. You make them warm it
No.
up for you if it's lukewarm.
There you go.
I have to warm my coffee up when I drink coffee. I drink a cup every morning for breakfast. And before I get through eating, I gotta go warm my coffee back up. I don't want it lukewarm.
I don't blame you.
I like it.
I don't blame you.
And
Don't
God-
want to scald myself or nothing, but I don't want it lukewarm either.
And God didn't like that church to be lukewarm. He said, "I'm going to spit you out."
That's what you do with cold coffee, isn't it? Right,
Oh,
right in the
yes,
carpet.
yes.
No, right, spit it right in the carpet.
The Methodist church down here on Main Street will have the bargain basement, and that will be Saturday. Well, Friday and Saturday it says.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, today is Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be open from 9 to 1, so it's already over today.
Today, but so will it be tomorrow too?
Yes, it'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
And each month, it's going to be from 9 to 1. So
Okay.
that gives you a 4-hour spread.
That's enough time.
Linda Hunter she's such a her husband Don, they're two finest people you'd ever meet.
Really?
And you call Linda if you have some donations you'd like to get rid of
Mm-hmm.
that will go for a good cause. Then they will sell them to people at a reduced price, of course.
Yeah.
But some of these are Christmas presents that I might get on Christmas morning. Call Linda at 883-7610. My sister brought me a used couch
It looks
a couple of weeks ago, and it is better than anything I've ever owned.
Yeah. If that's used, then I'll take anything used from Aunt Janet then.
So I'm just saying.
Nice.
And
That
then,
sounds like a personal invite.
Yeah, that's right.
and then yesterday,
He's a new couch.
a friend of mine yesterday knocked on my door, rang the doorbell, and I went to the door, and she took me out to her car, and she had some bright orange pillows to put on that brown couch.
Oh,
She didn't like those brown pillows on that brown couch.
that's pretty good.
Now then,
She got. Oh man.
Fall Creek Falls community is having their first annual
Yeah.
car, truck, and motorcycle fundraiser, and it's going to be a week from tomorrow, the 24th. And it will be from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There will be music. There will be food. The registration is from 9 to 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a car or a truck that you want to enter, you bring $20 with you.
Okay.
If you ride your motorcycle out there, you have to pay $10 to enter your motorcycle in the contest.
Right.
The judging will be at noon, so the registration cuts off at 11:30. You better be there.
Right.
The awards will be as follows. The top 15 car truck
Okay.
division will get an award. The top 5 motorcycles will get an award. There will be a best of show for the car and the truck.
Yeah, there we go.
Car or truck.
Yeah.
And then there will be a people's choice of car
Oh.
truck.
Yeah.
And then there will be best of show motorcycle and a people's choice motorcycle.
I like that.
I don't know
like
how much a motorcycle can show other than handlebars and wheels. But there will be T-shirts available.
About $100,000 worth.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
A lot of designs.
You know,
that's for sure.
a good truck costs you $60,000-$70,000.
Sure.
My first car I bought right over here, $2,121.25.
Wow.
Brand new car.
$2,100.
They're going to have family fun. They're going to have food. They're going to have music.
And T-shirts.
Well, I already said T-shirts. Okay.
Oh, I missed that part.
If
I
you, want,
apologize.
if you want to donate or you want to volunteer to help raise all this money at Fall Creek Falls, you may dial 423-881-5154
Yep.
or 881-5907
Yep.
or 881-5195. They say they want you to like them on Facebook.
Like them on Facebook.
This is at the Fall Creek Falls Community Center.
That's great. That's great. I hope that
It's
does well
interesting.
for them.
It's interesting to me that a lot of the announcements that we do
Mm-hmm.
are from the Mount Crest area and the Fall Creek Falls area. They're both on Wheeler Mountain.
Got a lot going on out there, don't they?
Fall Creek Falls is the #1 visited
Park ever.
park in
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Oh,
#1.
absolutely. Probably in the whole southeast.
And
I
yet-
Maybe in the whole southeast.
Yeah.
Maybe the Smokies may blow them out a little bit, but
Well, that's a
not in
national
Tennessee.
park.
That's a
yeah.
national park.
National
But
park.
Fall Creek Falls would definitely be your #1 state park.
And several,
We were out there last week, and all brand new bathhouses, all brand new toilets, all brand new everything. Everything there is brand new.
Well, several years ago, the state of Tennessee spent $9 million on that park to update it.
No, they're
But
doing
of
it.
course, that's been
doing
several years ago. It needs to have
It's all
probably now
brand
They're
new.
costs-
doing it again.
probably now costs $25 million.
Yeah,
It's
true.
probably way more than that.
That's my old stomping grounds. I used to lifeguard
Yeah,
out
Billy
there.
was the lifeguard.
They
Good
keep in
old
the
days.
pool. They kept the pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gotta keep that now. Come on.
And there's nothing to replace Fall Creek Falls. It's,
No.
it's the highest waterfall
Beautiful.
this side of the smoke.
That's true. Of the Rockies.
I mean the Rockies.
The
Yeah.
Side Rockies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Got some great memories out there. We filmed an episode out there a couple years ago.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I
We'll have to do
forgot
that again. Yeah.
Do it
That
at
was
Fall
a good
Festival
time.
out there or something, maybe. That'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah, it would. It
On
would.
Friday.
We'll have to do that. We'll have to return out there and film Fall Creek Falls again. That's a good idea. Well, Papa, I think it might be trivia time.
Ah. Those are sweet
Maybe
words.
I got some lifelines today.
Sweet words to me. Carolyn always enjoyed me picking out books for her to read. The type book she always wanted was Where the West Was Settled. The Settling of the West.
Really?
Give me what the frontier outpost was called. Where it was a place of safety.
Lifeline.
The
Oh,
frontier outpost. If we could just get to
Dodge? No.
not a city, not a city, but it was
I
a
don't know.
place in the wilderness that if you could get there, you would have a fence to protect you.
Um.
And a lot of movies are made with that word in its title.
Oh man.
Blank Apache, blank Cumberland, blank.
Camp?
Camp, I guess.
Well, that's close.
Well, that's going to be my answer.
Fort.
Dang it.
Fort. Oh, should have known that.
They built forts to protect the citizens that would live around it whenever there would be an uprising of danger. They'd head for the fort, get to the fort because you had real high fence.
Keeps the pterodactyls out.
Well, but you know, a lot of Indians realize, well, the best thing to do is just shoot a flaming arrow in there.
Yeah.
The reason I said that, I was
That's
watching
true.
a show the other day. It was a scary show, and that's what they were doing. Is pterodactyls were? It was the Old West, and it was the old dinosaurs. Somehow they got mixed into the West, and so all these Western guys were being chased around by dinosaurs.
Oh my God.
Pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls and all
That
kind of
sounds
stuff. All kind
I
of.
bet you couldn't spell that to save
Oh
your life.
no! I can't spell stop.
T-H-A-T. That.
Okay,
That's pretty close.
the princess in Star Wars. Star Wars was a popular movie.
Leia, yeah. Leia.
I believe in Leia.
Yeah.
L-E-I-A.
What's her real name?
Carrie Fisher.
Really?
That was
You
her
know,
name.
this is a smart grandson of mine. Fuel consumption measurement. How do you, when you tell somebody that you put in 9 gallons of gas in your car and you got, how do you measure the fuel consumption in your car? What 3 letters do you say? Blank, blank, blank. I bought it.
Miles per
GP,
gallon.
Miles per gallon.
Yes.
Oh, so
MPG.
I was backwards. There you go.
He's not backward. All right. Back to Star Wars. The villain.
If it's the original, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
And
He was the bad guy.
whoever came up with that, they knew what they were doing.
They sure did. Man, that movie's made some serious money.
We're still doing it.
How many?
Still. going
Disney
strong.
bought that franchise.
But how many movies did they make?
Well, they're still going strong, so
Yeah,
I don't
they
really know.
Yeah.
I don't really
That's
know.
just like Shrek. How many Shreks have we seen?
Shrek is probably
4.
just 4.
3, 4.
But it's done very well too. Very,
I
well.
watched a little of it last night.
Shrek. I like
the
Shrek.
original.
Yeah.
And it came time. It was getting time for the sun to go down, and she was with him. And of course, she was all this pretty girl, and she knew she had to get away from them because whenever it came time for she
She's
turned
gonna
in,
turn.
she turned in an ogre
She
too.
wasn't gonna be pretty.
Now you've
no
ruined
more.
the movie for all of us.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. If you've got a bunch of nannies and billies, what do you have a bunch of?
Goats.
Trouble.
Goats.
Goats.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but every time I see a goat, I start laughing.
Oh, really?
They just make me laugh. I don't know why.
I had an uncle that all
They
he
can
could.
be mean,
That's
though.
funny.
Oh yeah, they could butt you. But I had an uncle. All he
Bust
could.
you.
All he could eat was drink goat's milk.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Goat's milk.
I like the cheese.
Now, I
Cheese
hear
good.
goat's milk's very good for you, I think. I'm pretty sure it
They
is.
got goat's milk soap here at
Yeah, I think you're right. I've seen it.
Goat's milk soap.
Goat's
Okay.
milk. Wow.
What you call a football that it's made of? What is a football made of?
Oh, well, I've heard it called pig skin.
Pig skin. That's what you
Oh,
call it.
okay.
Pig
Cool.
skin.
That
I like
was
them big,
that would
fat
have been my
fried.
only guess right there.
I wonder why they pick pig. You know,
I don't know.
Tough, I guess.
Maybe.
Patricia, while I was with her before she died, she needed a aorta valve replacement. Her
Yeah.
doctor would not let them do open heart surgery to do it, so she had been given 3 years to live by her doctor.
Yes.
6 months had passed, and so I got with her, and we started seeing each other, and we had a good relationship. And finally, her doctor found a doctor in Atlanta at Emory University Hospital
That's
that
right.
could go up through her groin and replace her aorta valve with one out of a cow.
Yes.
Right.
Is that yes?
Bovine.
I remember that. I remember that.
All right.
Mhm.
Jail in the Navy is called
Oh man.
the what?
The brink.
Lifeline.
The what?
Brink.
Not brink,
Bring.
but it's got BR in it. BRI?
Brig.
Brig.
Was a guess. Yeah.
Never been to neither
That's
one,
a
the Navy
total
or
guess.
the brink.
I've never had to serve any time in the brig.
I just said the brig. That was a
But
total
every time
guess.
so far, every time they put me in jail here, Paula lets me out the back door. Where do you see test tubes used?
A lab. I guess.
lab.
It's not. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. A lab. Laboratory.
That's my trivia time.
Well, hey. I think done pretty good.
I think that's about an A plus.
Yeah,
That was
I
easy,
think-
wasn't it?
No, it was not.
I'll make them harder next time.
No, please do not. That first one was tough, and I thought, man, I love it. They're all going to be like this. I'm in trouble.
They're all like this.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are.
Yes, they are. 'Cause
But some of your movies, they use that name, Fort Apache. And
yeah,
I remember that now.
But I couldn't think of it. For love or money, I could not think of it.
But it was a place of safety. If there was imminent danger that they knew about, they could get to the fort and they'd have some protection.
That's true. That's
and
true.
they had these cat walls up on the wall of the fence that they could stand on to shoot down on people that trying to get in.
That's true too.
Usually it was Indians.
Yeah. And the flaming arrows worked very well.
I never could understand the methodology of the Indians in their fighting, because the settlers of the West would always put their wagons in a ring, and the Indians would just drive around and let them shoot them.
Yeah.
Drive around their horses and say, "Shoot me if you can hit me."
Yeah, I kind of like daring them to, in a sense. I don't know.
But
I
they
don't
did
know.
not. Rarely did you ever see the Indians make a siege effort to go straight. They
Yeah.
rolled around,
Yeah. Huh.
trying to make them dizzy.
It might would do that. Confuse them a little bit too. It would.
Hey, let me tell you, that's what Joshua did. Walked around.
Walked around 7 days. I think.
7 days.
Yeah. I think that's right.
And then on the seventh
Man.
day,
He blowed the horn. The whole thing
Just-
fell.
and the walls of Jericho just came falling down.
Wow. That you'd be extremely
Didn't
busy
have to-
after 7 days.
There'd be a lot of walking.
Be a lot of walking.
The Ark of the
With some
Covenant
sore
went first.
legs.
Yeah.
The Ark of the Covenant. It was the first thing that was that led the charge.
I've thought about that, what you're talking about right there before, and I was wondering if it was the terror that the people that were inside of the great castle must have felt by
Yeah.
seeing that, and they didn't run. They just, I don't know. It probably was pretty scary.
You talking about
I would
the
say so.
Jericho?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, to
listen.
see these guys marching around and not giving up, and and
I'm sure it
and
was.
blowing horns and beating
Here's
drums.
one thing that Albert always says. When God told Moses to go to Egypt to
Yeah.
free his people, when they came out of Egypt, 2 million people came with him.
Wow.
You take 2 million people, that would be an ominous threat.
It would be.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
The land of Canaan had 21 kingdoms and 21 kings. None of them could stand up against 2 million people.
Nope.
And God.
Yeah.
Nope. That's exactly right.
That 2 censuses were made after they came out, and both censuses revealed 605,000 adults 20 and above. Okay, 20 and above, you've got many women that are not counted,
Okay.
and all the children are not counted, and though they had large families back then.
Yeah.
Of course, during the
True.
time that they were in bondage in Egypt, the Egyptians saw what was happening, and so they made them slaves. And then they said, now we got to kill all the boy babies born, and that's the reason Moses was hidden in that little old floating boat. But Shiphrah and Puah were the midwives, and they wouldn't kill those Hebrew babies. And so
Yeah.
Moses got hid, and
That's terrible.
Egypt's king came and asked him, "Why aren't you killing those babies?" Well, those
not
women,
monsters.
they're so spry, they just jump up and take off before we get there.
A lot of people forget too. A lot of those Egyptians died during that. That was the Red Sea moment.
Well,
a lot of Egyptians died.
Prior to the Red Sea was the death angel coming through,
Mm-hmm.
killed all the firstborn.
Yeah.
That could have been hard. Can you imagine? I mean, you think about having to bury or put away that many bodies.
Mm-mm.
Can you
And
imagine?
animals too.
Oh, and animals
No.
too. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that would have been a nightmare.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're ready for a break?
We are ready for a break. Coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you, and then some good old Albertology. He just threw in a little Albertology early on us there, but it was good. It was good.
I've got something interesting to show you.
Well,
Interesting.
all right.
Stay in there.
Well, be sure to stay tuned for that, folks.
And I'll show it to everybody.
All right. We'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
I'll take care of lunch today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show. What is going on in the sports world this week, Papa?
There are a myriad of sporting events going on. Golf is one, and that's unusual that I would bring golf up first.
True, it's usually last.
Well, the British Open started yesterday. And the British Open is one of your oldest tournaments in golf.
True. True.
And Jordan Spieth is in second place, one shot behind. Louis Oosthuizen is number one.
What a name. Louis
anyway,
Oosthuizen.
It is big time in England.
Yeah.
They're allowing 32,000 fans to come in to watch.
They should.
And this is the largest crowd to watch golf since March of 20 because of the coronavirus. But
I'm sure.
Golf is big time.
It was nice to see Wimbledon back too. Also in England. England had a lot going on.
And in tennis, you've got the Wimbledon that it was completed last weekend.
Yeah.
Who do you think won?
Well, Djokovic won. He tied Federer and Nadal.
He also has 20 major titles.
That is
But he's just 34 years
them.
old. He's got more to come.
I think so too. I mean, he is peaking
He is so
this
dominant.
year.
He is so dominant.
He is right now, isn't he? He's like on fire right now.
He is.
He's like a robot out there.
And
He don't make many mistakes.
well, seems to me like he will allow the other man to win on his serve sometimes.
Yeah.
I think maybe he's conserving his energy for when he serves.
Yeah,
And
probably.
he puts his sights to break him twice.
I've never thought about that, but he
put-
does,
you-
don't
most of the sets that he loses,
he?
he'll lose it 7-6. Most of the sets he wins is 6-4, 6-3.
Yeah. That's a very good strategy, too.
I believe it's a strategy that has elevated him to number one.
I think so, too. The ladies' champ was Ashley Barty, Australian. That was her second major. But she's the new number one in the ladies, so wanted Serena didn't even really get off the. I mean, she didn't even get to do much of anything, though, did she? She got injured first thing.
She got injured too quickly.
Way too quickly. That was still crazy. Two injuries back to back like that.
And I don't know the extent of the injury, if it's going to be far-reaching or not.
I don't either. Hopefully not, because she's so close to that record that you'd hate to see it end with an injury like that.
Well, those three men, Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic, those three in tennis remind me of Nicklaus, Palmer, and Woods in golf.
Yeah.
Because they dominated their sport. They were peers. Mm-hmm. I guess Woods was the youngest of the three.
Oh, yeah.
But they could all be counted on to win major tournaments.
Yeah.
Nicklaus and Palmer were more head-to-head.
Yeah, these three are all playing at the same time.
And so here you've got in tennis.
It's so hard for anybody outside of them to win.
It's unusual for three men to possess the same number of trophies.
That is. It's 60 combined. 60. And it does make you feel for the ones outside of the big three. Like, it's so difficult for anybody else to win.
Well, it'd almost be discouraging to even enter a tournament.
It would be. You're going to have to beat probably two of them at least, to win a tournament
I told
like
you that entering the Wimbledon this year, though they were all in the same bracket.
Yeah,
that
I know.
was not wise.
That wasn't. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Okay, basketball playoffs.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what those Bucks did. Those Bucks have won 2 in a row, and now it's 2-2.
I can't believe it.
I can't either.
I really can't.
But they've got one guy. I can't pronounce his last name.
I know. He is very, very good, though.
He's making a difference.
He is. He's a franchise player.
And he's showing the scars of what they're trying to do to him to hurt him.
Yeah, he really is.
That's like Dick said, well, I never tried to hurt anybody in playing football unless it was a league game. Every game was a league game.
I didn't know he said that, but that is funny. That is funny, and that sounds like him.
Okay, the Olympics. They're going to open up here pretty quickly in Japan.
Are we having them, or do we know?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's a go.
Okay.
But it's going to be a TV only.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's basically.
But I read where there's going to be people going for the opening ceremonies. So I read where the opening ceremonies were going to be closed to the fans.
That's
so
correct.
I don't really know what's going on.
My opinion on it is, have it somewhere that they'll allow fans to be there, or don't have it at all.
Well, here's the reason that they're having it. Japan has spent $15.4 billion to get ready. That's how much cash revenue the Olympics generates.
Well, they're going to lose a lot of that by not allowing fans.
So if it is canceled, the International Olympic Committee would lose $3 to $4 billion just in broadcast rights. But see, the TV is what makes what makes the wheel go round.
It'll still be so weird to see.
Only
like that.
in Tokyo, Japan, only 16% of the residents have taken the shots, and that's the reason that COVID is on the rise there. But now this new strain is it's on the rise throughout the world. I don't know what they're going to do about. Maybe you have to have some more shots. I don't know.
I don't know it. That's a whole separate story in its own. But you got to go on with life.
Tokyo had
to.
the Summer Olympics in 1957.
They did?
No, 57 years ago.
Oh.
57 years ago.
They hosted the Summer Games then.
Well, it's just not possible for it to go to a new country. They'd have to cancel.
Right. Which is, I
'Cause
mean,
a
I know
new
they lose a
country-
lot of money, but it
A
just
new
don't
country
seem
would not
worth it.
have the venues ready
No.
for another
That's
go
true.
at it.
That's true.
In golf, the John Deere Classic was played last week in Illinois. Silvis, 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 Illinois. And it was won by, who was it?
I can't read it's all right.
Lucas Glover. It's unusual for him to win a tournament.
Oh,
He had not won since 2011.
Dang.
So that's been 10 years.
He's not won a tournament in 10 years.
10 years.
And he wins a big one.
Well, he
Right.
won $1,116,000.
Oh,
Some of them
yeah.
have a purse bid where the winner gets over $2 million.
That's true.
So this is one of your lesser known. John Deere is well known in farming equipment.
Absolutely.
But anyway,
It sure is.
he pocketed $1,116,000. So he was tickled to death to get that much.
I'd say he was. I'd say he was.
In football, Knoxville, on Monday,
I never know if this is going to be good or not.
the Volunteers robbed all the other SEC schools
They did.
by enrolling a receiver from Memphis. It's unusual for us to get a player out of Tennessee.
Well, out of Memphis for sure.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
But he's the number 52 receiver in the United States.
that's good.
And he signed with Tennessee. So we've gone from number 41 in our recruiting class to number 37.
That's good. That's good.
Tennessee has 8 home games coming up this year, starting in
Okay.
September
Yeah,
or August.
just
I believe
around the
September.
corner.
But they'll have 8 home games. Of those 8 home games, I didn't see Georgia or Alabama or Florida.
Oh, man. That
And
means they're
also-
on the road.
Well, I would think then that the games that we're going to play at home, we have a chance to win.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah. It'd be nice to see them not lose any home games.
I would like to think we.
That'd be awesome to see.
Also, coming up in 25,
Hmm.
Tennessee will face Syracuse in the Chick-fil-A opening tournament. Not tournament.
Game.
Game.
Oh, 4 years from now.
25.
Okay. Syracuse.
We
Be a lot of
played,
orange in that crowd then.
we have played Syracuse 3 times in history, and we have beaten them 3 times.
Well, Syracuse is definitely more of a basketball school.
They are, but they're in the ACC, and the SEC is supposed to be stronger football-wise.
True.
So we'll have to wait till 25 to find out.
Yeah.
I would like to think.
Syracuse, though, I mean, don't you agree? They're more of a basketball school.
Yeah,
You know, Jim Boeheim.
Jim was
He's
good.
a Hall of Fame coach.
All right. That fella is a number 4 star.
I was about to say he's got to at least be a 4-star, at least.
In baseball,
Yeah,
today,
tell us.
today's paper, Danny White, the athletic director for the University of Tennessee,
Mhm.
announced that 9 head coaches, would all have extended contracts. That means that Tony Vitello, his contract would be extended to 2025. Rick Barnes, Kelly Harper, their
Yeah.
contracts will be extended through 2025.
Okay.
Tony Vitello,
She's recruiting pretty good, too. I read somewhere. She's
Well,
pretty
I
good.
don't get it in the Chattanooga Times.
No, I did. Yeah, I just read. I don't even remember where I read it, but she got a good recruit the other day, and I guess that's why they were talking about it.
Tony Vitello
Mm-hmm.
was paid $550,000 for this year's time that he spent as coach of the baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
$550,000. We won 50 ball games.
Absolutely.
Lost 18. Danny White gave him a raise. The paper said that they could not release officially the amount of his raise, but in reading between the lines, and somebody slipped and got this bit of information, his new salary would be $1.5 million.
Wow.
Vanderbilt's coach gets $1.2 million. And Vanderbilt has,
And
they won the World Series.
Yeah. Whoa.
Not just once.
Yeah, we did. I know. I mean, we did have the best year probably in history, but we didn't do jack squat in the tournament.
No, we didn't.
Didn't do nothing.
But Tony Vitello deserved a raise because he was vastly underpaid.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I read previously to today's paper that in the offing, in the future, Vitello wants something done about the facilities. He wants them improved.
Yeah, they need to be.
And they need to be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. The All-Star game was played Tuesday night in baseball, Major League Baseball. They took the break. They had the Home Run Derby on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the All-Star game on Tuesday night. And at the end of the game, it was 5-2. American League, ho hum. They won 5 in a row, I think.
Really?
It's not even interesting to me anymore because I'm
No.
a National League fan.
Yeah, I know. It's really not, is it? I don't blame you on that.
That's all I have in sports.
Okay, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for some good old Albertology. We'll be right back, folks. Stay tuned.
Don't you leave.
I'll take care of the rest of the deal. Oh, no, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay this late for error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy's show. Before we get to Albertology, I want to thank our sponsors, Citizens Tri-County Bank, North Main Street, Bilbrey Insurance on Spring Street, Go see Frank, Susan, and Sadie for all your insurance needs. I want to thank the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massengale and his friendly staff in South Pikeville.
South Pikeville.
By Putnam Reed Funeral Home. Pikeville Family Dentistry, as Pawpaw says, catty corner to us here in our studios on Main Street. The Loom, right next door to us on Cumberland Avenue. Nickel Roll Antiques, really right next door to us, right in here with us.
They can hear us.
Come check out their Christmas in July that they've got going on.
Yeah.
They got Christmas in July. Gail's got it looking good in here, folks. Come check it out. Nickel Row Antiques. Morgan Brothers, which also the venue, and the Bank Walker Brewery, which is now open. It is really, really nice, folks. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Great food, great atmosphere, really nice place. Gibbs Pools, State Farm Insurance. Go see Nick and his friendly staff at State Farm Insurance on the bypass. They're right next to the dollar store. Mill Dam Outdoor Adventures. Gotta check that place out too. And that's another location we're wanting to film at. So hopefully we'll be coming to you from there really, really soon. And Daryl's Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. Did I say it right, Daryl?
You got it.
Yes, sir.
All right. At 8 a.m. God's time. All right. Got it. And we'll make a quick mention of, and we'll talk more about this next episode, but the Bledsoe County Fair is coming up, folks, August 10th through the 14th, obviously at the fairgrounds. They're already signing up for the Fairest of the Fair pageants.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. The Bledsoe County Fair, which is called Paradise this year, is August 10th through the 14th. Now it's time for some good old Albertology words of wisdom.
I want to show you something.
Oh, yeah. The great pumpkin is gold. I like
That's Charles Schultz. But look, and this
and
is
Trump will
Snoopy.
be Snoopy's saying, and Trump will be reinstated. What about that?
Cut that out of the Chattanooga paper yesterday.
I will say I won't say too much about the subject, but I will say that there is a lot, and I mean a lot, going on behind the scenes. So don't be surprised to hear some big news on that in the coming months. There is it's craziness going on really right now.
This is Charles Schultz is dead. But
He's drawing.
But what's going on is carried on by his folks.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
The Scripps Spelling Bee. Are you very good at spelling?
Yeah. I've won some spelling bees. I have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this Scripps Spelling Bee is an annual affair that's held every year. This year it was in Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it was won by an African American for the first time in history.
Oh, wow.
Her name is Zayla Avant-Garde.
Gosh. It'd be hard to spell her name.
Avant-Garde. Yeah.
No wonder she's a good speller. She had to learn how to spell her name, Papa.
Well, anyway, she won the Scripps Spelling Bee, and the word that she used to win with was Murrah. M-U-R-R-A-Y-A. Murrah, I guess.
Wow, that's a tough one.
There was a black woman that was in the finals in 1936, but she was not allowed to stay in the hotel with the other participants because of the black population. They were restricted. I can remember the blacks could not go to the movie theater and sit with me. They had to go upstairs.
That's awful.
And we're talking about in the 40s,
Yeah.
still going on.
That's
But anyway, in the past 2 decades, the spelling bee has been mostly won by Asian children.
Yeah.
They have been dominant. I'll
Yes.
put it that way. But this girl, Zayla, is 14 years old, and she comes from Harvey, Louisiana.
Okay.
And she owns 3 Guinness World Records for dribbling basketballs.
Really?
She just took up spelling as a side hobby.
Wow. Wow.
But she spends 6.5 hours a day practicing. And she has a coach. And her coach says, not only does she know how to spell the words, she knows the meaning of the words. She knows the root of the words in Latin and in Greek.
Man,
And she
wow.
will pepper the judges with questions about, she knows, she wants to see if they know.
Wow. Well, she just must be incredibly gifted.
14 years old.
She must, her IQ is no telling.
Is she American?
Yes.
She's American?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
the Olympics.
That's amazing.
The
That's
Olympics.
amazing.
Simone Biles will be in the Olympics. She made headlines in the last Olympics in 16.
Oh, yeah.
16.
She did great.
Most gymnasts are young people.
Yeah, that's particular sport.
So here she is
You
now.
can be old at 20 something. I mean, it's
Now
insane.
she's in her 20s.
Yeah,
They're already asking her about next Olympics.
but she still got it though.
She still got it.
Yeah.
Is she the gymnast GOAT?
Ooh, she might be. I
It
think she
is
might
saying
prove it.
she is the greatest of all time.
Would she be better than Mary Lou Retton?
Well, Mary Lou
just
Retton's not
asking.
even mentioned.
Ooh, you'd think she would be. She was.
I would have
yeah.
thought that.
She was
But
very dominant too.
She has 3 moves that only she can do.
Oh well, that makes it hard to argue against that, then, Papa.
She is a champion of kids that are in foster care because of all the sexual innuendos that goes on in these.
Terrible.
She and her siblings were taken into foster care, but their grandparents adopted them into their foster care, and so she calls them mom and dad.
Oh wow.
And she said, without my grandfather and my grandmother, I wouldn't be here.
That's amazing.
But she's going to
seems
do
really humble.
in
There's a
Tokyo.
lot of kids like that now.
In Tokyo, she's going to do some great things. So she'll either
Think
be
she
the
will,
GOAT,
too.
or she doesn't know what she's talking about.
That's a good way to put it, Papa.
Here, let me tell you what she says. The Olympics is everything. It's one of the most rewarding, exciting moments, being able to stand on top of the podium and hear your national anthem. Amen.
Well, I'm so glad to hear her
I'm
say
glad
that.
to hear her say
Because
that.
I'll tell you what, I am sick and tired of seeing athletes turn their back to the national anthem. You don't want to live here, you got something against America, hit the road. Go live somewhere else. Because we're all tired of seeing it.
Ryan Murphy,
I agree.
Simone Biles, and Caleb Dressel are just a few of the athletes who sport a tattoo of the 5-ring logo of the Olympics. There's
Wow.
5 rings intertwined.
Wow, I like
And
that. Yeah.
3 athletes have had themselves tattooed with that.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I got one.
The national women's water polo team had a streak of winning 69 games.
That is
They're
a
ranked first
amazing
in the
streak.
world, and they are going to defend their titles of 12 and 16 and now in 20.
Well,
Polo.
21 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they can do it then.
Do you remember me asking you what the little thing was that people used to bat in badminton?
Yes. And
What did you say it was? Do you remember what I said it was?
I mean,
You said birdie.
I said birdie.
I think
Okay,
a bird.
you call it
Yeah,
something.
birdie.
All right.
You call it something. It's
Now,
some
let's
crazy
just-
name.
Let me
It's
just
some
read
crazy
this. Let me
name.
just read this.
It's crazy, Daryl.
493 kms per hour. That's how fast a badminton birdie or shuttlecock
That's
moving travels whenever it's hit by a pro.
good Lord.
But birdie is mentioned first.
Right. So we were both right.
But in parentheses,
yeah, it says
shuttlecock.
So I didn't ever come up with that one at all.
I've got one at home.
no wonder they call it birdie.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to be nice.
I'm just gonna zip my mouth. I'm not going to say anything.
Before we get to the jokes,
It's tempting.
It was a joke. That's the reason I'm going to zip my mouth.
doled out by each home country,
Uh-huh.
prize money for medals ranged dramatically in Rio in 2016. The
Really?
United States gave $25,000 for each gold medal won, while
didn't
Italy
know
shelled
that.
out $185,000 for each gold medal won. Japan paid $49,900. That's-
You mean the
They-
gold medalists for getting
They
the
had
money?
to pay for the, and it's not but 94% gold.
Okay. Okay.
The United Kingdom didn't have to pay anything. They didn't have any gold medals. Okay, there's going to be some
That's a good one.
there's going to be some new sports in the Olympics this year.
Well, hopefully shuttlecock's not one of them. For marbles, he'll say that.
Daryl, I thought you were on my side. 3x3 basketball,
Oh, cool.
karate.
Okay.
Do you know our church
Kind of thought that was, for some reason, I
I was
thought
already
that
there.
was.
Yeah, I thought that was already there.
Our church is teaching karate.
No, when that started.
Yeah, well, and
Or fixing to start.
they have slow impact,
Mm-hmm.
or they have the hard impact. The man that's teaching is our music director. He can. They
Well,
say
that's
that
good.
they can actually immobilize you.
Well, that's good. I remember taking that as a kid, but it used to
Climbing.
not be around here, though. You had to go somewhere else.
Climbing, sport climbing is going to be off. Surfing, and skateboarding.
Really?
That's unreal. That's unreal.
Surfing, too? Wow.
I've
Never thought of it as an Olympic sport, but
I've got one
I
Celebrity
can see it.
Cipher by Tom Hanks. Do you
Okay.
remember Tom Hanks?
yeah. Let me think real hard about it. Yeah.
I've got another reason to use him, but if you're funny, if there's something that makes you laugh, then every day's going to be okay. Now that's Tom Hanks. Now I want
I
to
like
read
that.
to you this cartoon by Pickles.
Okay.
She's talking to her husband. He's reading the paper. They're sitting on the couch.
Okay.
Her name is Opal. She says, "Remember that movie with Tom Hanks and the volleyball?" And then she's talking to herself. She said, "Oh yeah, what was it? Castaway." And she's still talking. He's reading his paper.
Okay.
He's all alone, stranded on a desert island with no one to talk to but a volleyball.
Yep.
And then she looks at him and says, "You're kind of like my volleyball."
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, wow. That's the best one ever.
That's a good one.
That's the best
That's
one.
a good one.
They're just a regular.
Opal told Pickles on that one, didn't she?
I read it every day, and it's very interesting. It's
That
a
is.
lot of it's like me and Carolyn.
Yes, yes. I used to witness a lot of those.
The closest we ever came to divorce was at Christmas when we'd be decorating the Christmas tree
Yeah.
in a small town.
No.
Oh, is this a joke?
Be
Okay.
ready for jokes. In a small town, the veterinarian, who was also the chief of police, was awakened by the telephone. "Please hurry," said the woman's voice on the other end of the line. Would you need the police or a vet? Well, both, the woman replied. I'm not able to get my dog's mouth open, and there's a burglar's leg in it.
Well, good thing he was a vet, chief of police.
For several years, the man trained his dog to tell jokes and songs.
Man.
And one day he got the first break to show his dog off. He was on a talk show.
Okay.
And so when the dog came on stage, the dog froze and didn't say a word. On the way home, the man was impatient and angry with his dog.
I bet.
We had a shot at stardom and you blew it.
Yeah.
What in the world happened? The dog says, I couldn't see the cue cards. A woman frantically dialed 911. You've got to help me, she said. I've lost my dog. Sorry, ma'am, said the dispatcher, but we don't handle missing animals.
Right.
You don't understand. This is no ordinary dog. He can talk. Well, you better hang up. He might be trying to call you.
These are good. These are good.
That man that held us up back in 1989,
Yeah.
he told me to go to the store and get the money and put it in a brown grocery bag. And he said, I'm going to give you 15 minutes to get back here. If you don't do it in 15 minutes.
At your house?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He said, if you don't get back down here with all the money in 15 minutes, you'll have a dead wife.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get back with the money, set it on your top step, I'm going to take your wife with me, and when I get to where I'm going to release her, I'll give her time to get on the phone and call you so you can come and pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to the store and you sit by that phone and listen for her to call you. I thought of that when I thought about this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And she ended up in the closet.
Yeah, he didn't take her with him.
He didn't. And she come out of the closet.
She
That
finally-
was my nanny
The
for you.
reason she didn't come out any sooner, she didn't know what was happening to me.
Yeah.
I'd
But
like
she
to-
finally got tired of sitting in there, so she got out of there.
I'd like to think she still loves me. A man walks into a diner carrying a dog in his arms. These are dog stories. He places the dog on the counter and proclaims that his dog can talk.
Right.
The man says he has $100 that he's willing to bet anyone that dog can't talk.
Ooh.
And the waiter quickly takes the bet, and the dog's owner looks at the dog and asks him, what's the thing on top of a building called that keeps the sun out and the rain out? Roof.
Ooh.
The waiter says, are you kidding? I'm not paying. The dog's owner says, well, double or nothing. I'll ask him a different question. So the waiter agrees,
Who's the best
double or
baseball
nothing.
player in all times?
The owner turns to the dog and he says, who was the greatest ball player ever?
I knew it.
And he says, Roof.
Yeah.
Now listen, here's the punchline.
God.
Is this going to be the last joke?
Yeah, because this is a good night.
With that, the waiter picks them both up and throws them out in the street. As they bounce on the sidewalk in front of the diner, the dog looks at his owner and he says, was it DiMaggio?
I heard, was it Babe Ruth?
Those were good. No, those
Good dog
were,
jokes.
like, usually there's a few in there that aren't that great.
Right.
Those were all good, Papa.
That's the $12 book.
It must be. It must be.
That other book was just a dollar book.
Right. Those were good.
That book's a keeper, right?
That is. You're going to use that one again, Papa, for sure.
I've enjoyed reading it.
Those
I
were
read
good.
it all the way through to pick out the ones that I want to use.
Well, man,
All of them's not funny, and I realize that.
yeah, but all of those were, and that's
Yeah, they were.
rare that they all were.
Well, see what I've done. I've picked out the ones I think are funny. So
Well,
when
you did a
don't-
good job.
But when you don't laugh at some, evidently you and I differ.
Right. That's right. Well, thanks for joining us, folks, for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and BTC Fiber YouTube. Be sure to get on there, like, and subscribe. Get on there and subscribe, folks. That's what we want you to do. And also, thanks for joining us on Facebook Live today, everyone. We will see you guys next time. We'll see you guys next week, actually, for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Have a great weekend, folks.
See you later.
Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.